I had a very unfortunate discovery. Crucial to the sales funnel process is the email welcome sequence. When someone signs up for your list, you need to first of all deliver the freebie that they asked for and welcome them onto the list. And then there is usually a sequence of 3, 5, sometimes even more emails that kind of eases them into like getting your newsletter and just consuming your content on a regular basis. It tells them
a little bit more about what you do and who you are and your inspiration and what you can do for them.
Just to help them to get to know you and build that know, like, and trust. And this is a really important part of the funnel. So I went in to build this person's sales funnel, and lo and behold, I could not automate the emails. It ruined my funnel. So, very distressing situation, especially to discover when I'm doing a VIP day. I'm supposed to be delivering a complete working funnel in one day, which I've done many times, but I couldn't on this one because she had Mailchimp. And Mailchimp was like, oh, you wanted to automate emails? Well, that's going to be extra. You want to schedule any emails? That's going to be extra. So I was pretty pissed off. And I realized I was going to need to do some research and figure out which email platforms I could recommend to people before they end up in my done-for-you sales funnel build. So I went ahead and looked at 8 email platforms, email-specific dedicated platforms, and looked at what price tier allows for automation. And I know that Mailchimp is a popular one to start with, but they get an F in my book. I feel that they are sneaky in the way that they approach this issue. On their free level, which everyone's like, yay, free level, that makes sense, I'll start with that while I'm getting my list built up before I have a lot of contacts so I can get used to it. Great idea. On their free level, you cannot schedule your emails to go out. You have to manually send them out. That's mind-boggling. And on their first paid tier, it says that it does automation. But you know what that means? That means you can send a single welcome email. You cannot do a sequence. You can automatically send one email when someone signs up for your list. Better than nothing, but that ain't a funnel. You have to be at the $60 a month tier before you can do an automated sequence. And this is also, I have to throw in there, this is balanced by how many contacts you can have on your list, because a lot of these platforms base their payment tiers on how many people are on your list. So for the Mailchimp, the $60 a month level allows for up to 1,500 contacts, which is a lot. That's a good size list, especially, you know, when you're starting out, it's not going to be that many. It's going to be slow to build up your list of really, really good prospects. So that's a reasonable amount when you're at the beginning of your business, but to have to pay $60 a month when you're at the beginning of your business just to get the welcome sequence automated, that is just unacceptable. So I'm going to show you my graph here, my chart that I made that shows the different ones that I looked at, and we will go through it here. So as you can see, what I already spoke about is Mailchimp here. Next, I looked at ActiveCampaign, about $40 a month for 1,000 leads. Not bad, but there were better options. Let me skip over the good options. I'll come back to those in a moment. Constant Contact, $70 a month for between 500 and 2,500 leads. And I have a good friend who is an affiliate for Constant Contact. That's the one that she uses, and she is an email marketing specific person. So she pointed out that there's lots and lots of great functions in Constant Contact. It's more expensive, and right now for this list, I'm only looking at what you need to pay to get that automated sequence. So I have disregarded any other wonderful features that these platforms may have. Send in Blue, $65 a month. This is limited not by the number of people on your list, but by the number of emails sent, which is intriguing. I've seen this done a couple of times, and I fear that it might make you reluctant to email your list when you are kind of incentivized not to send emails. Like, I think it's a very, very low cost per email, but if you know that you are paying per email sent, are you going to email your list every week like I recommend? I email my list 3 times a week. If that sounds like a lot, don't worry, you can still join my list. It won't be that bad, I promise. Lots and lots of good value. But the point is, I'm not sure how I feel about limited by the number of emails sent, because I'm afraid it will disincentivize you to stay in touch with your list. Then we have Get Response, $59 a month for 1,000 contacts. Meh. And then we have the 3 that I think were the best. So Aweber, $30 a month for between 501 and 2,500 contacts. So that gives you plenty of room to grow. And I asked them what they meant by one free automation. I actually wrote to their customer service to make sure that this was not a trick like the Mailchimp one. This isn't just send a single welcome email, this is send a sequence. So yes, they confirmed that at this level you can have one complete email sequence. So you can have that welcome sequence, you can have that initial list building funnel, and then if you want to have more sequences, more automations, then you would need to go up to the next level. MailerLite, on their free level, you can send automated emails, and the number of leads is up to 1,000. So that pretty much is just winner in my book. I think that's the one that I'm going to be recommending to clients who are not ready for an all-in-one, which I will talk more about in a moment. And then there's Flowdesk, which is very intriguing. They actually are doing things differently. They are doing just one price, one tier for all of their functions, no matter how many leads you have. So $38 a month covers unlimited number of leads and sequences and everything that they do. So that's pretty cool. Now, as I mentioned, the all-in-one, I want to take a moment to say that at this point, you might want to consider an all-in-one platform that includes email along with other things. That can become more cost-effective than paying for a lot of separate systems. If you're paying for website hosting and this email platform and a calendar booking system and maybe a course platform, by the time that all adds up, you may want to think about doing an all-in-one because it all communicates together, and I have been using an all-in-one and I freaking love it. It's definitely, for me, the way to go. I have stopped trying to duct tape all the pieces together. I am just using the all-in-one. So what I use is Kartra, and for $99 a month, it has up to 2,500 contacts and includes the website hosting, the calendar booking system, the email platform, lots of segmentation, lots of tagging. You can do all kinds of different interesting automations. Course platform, it's also got surveys and quizzes and just a whole host of other things. So I'll put my link to my video that has details about everything that you can do in Kartra. And so, like I said, $99 a month. By the time you're looking at paying $40, $60 a month for an email platform, like, maybe it's worth just going all in on these all-in-ones. So that's something to consider. But when you're just getting started, I would say go for MailerLite. They have a free tier, and their free tier is pretty robust. So I'm going to do another video shortly walking through signing up for MailerLite and getting it set up, because I know some people are really new to email marketing and funnels, and so I want to give some hand holding and some guidance on getting that set up so you can start your email list, because it's super important for authors and coaches and speakers of all kinds.